Hi folks, Vince Bruzzo here from Previews World. We're still jacked up on Red Bull and sugary drinks, trying to go on old school Van Halen with the microphone here at the Dark Horse booth. We got these back alley physicists here telling us they got the secret to the universe and some kind of strange chemicals. They haven't told us up until this point, so we're going to get started this way. We're going to let you know who the criminals are, the usual suspects, all right, in the police lineup. We're just going to pass the microphone. All right, state your name, occupation.
I'm Colin Kelly. I'm a back alley samurai and also moonlight as a writer.
All right.
I am Jackson Lansing. I am just a writer. I'm no good with a sword.
Right.
I'm Ashley A. Woods, and I'm an artist and writer.
All right, so there it is. All right, they're on record now. They can't escape. So the big announcement is going to be what? What do you guys got lined up for us?
We have Tomb Raider Survivors Crusade.
This is a new 4-issue and then another 4-issue series that we are going to be putting out through Dark Horse later this year, probably around winter. I don't think we've solicited yet. It's writing by the two of us, art by Ashley Woods, Ashley A. Woods. And
Get it right, man.
I know.
I know.
And we're incredibly excited.
Now, how did this come about? Give me the genesis for the idea about, where this thing is going.
So we've been lifelong Tomb Raider fans, all three of us, and it's been we have actually been kind of hounding our editor over here at Dark Horse for quite some time. We're doing an OGN with them that hasn't been announced, and while we've been working on that, we just sort of say here and there, hey, if you ever need help on Tomb Raider, let us know. Hey, you ever want to talk about Tomb Raider, let us know. We got really obnoxious about it, and so one day they finally were like, hey, you know what? Stop. You can have it. Just go. And they brought us on to take a look at it, and we basically re-binged. Yeah. We were like, well, there's only one artist who can do the job that we need, and Ash was fortunately available to come do it, and we all came together to make this thing happen.
Yeah. So, in terms of who's actually going to be in the book, right? Can you give me an idea of maybe some of the supporting characters?
Sure, that's a great question. Very few. I think one of the big things is the other books have done a great job elaborating on and exploring Laura's supporting cast, her friends, her family. But after the events of Rise of the Tomb Raider, her father's been murdered. She's gone through so much. What we wanted to do is strip away all that support system and really just look at what Laura is like alone and how she's going to deal with this stuff, just as one woman, kind of faced with the fact that she's part of this grand legacy and all this burden, and unless she does something about it, it's all going to fall apart on her.
One of the things that we're really excited about doing is looking at her relationship with Jonah, who's been a big sort of counterbalance for her in the games and in the comics up to this point, where she takes things very seriously and finds herself pulled through destiny often. Jonah's always kind of that laid-back sense of reason. He's the person there to be like, no, you're going too far. We're two guys who live by partnership, so writing stories about partnerships and how they fall apart and how they reconnect is a big part of what we do. So starting especially in issue 2, we're going to be looking at how exactly her relationship with Jonah is changing as Lara embraces the part of herself that just wants revenge. And when that doesn't really track with what Jonah believes is right or healthy for Lara moving forward.
What particular emotions do you try best to try to accentuate when you're doing your layouts?
When I work on actually for this series, I followed the layouts of my editors. But for references, I'm a big action junkie. So in this first issue, there's a lot of actions, particularly in the second half of the book, just pure fighting. And so I guess my love for Donnie Yen and just martial arts overall, I tap into that and put it on those pages.
It's freaking awesome.
Yeah. Any particular comic books in the past, references you may have had, like Master of Kung Fu? You had any kind of, specific visual layouts you may have, used as far as references go?
I try not to reference other comics because I want everything that I do to be as pure and as original as possible. If I do reference an image, it's more so photographs. But as far as comics that I am a fan of and have inspired me in the past, Dark Horse Comics, Blade of the Immortal, also Invincible, Vagabond, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, when's this thing supposed to be coming out later on?
November, December.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, before we wrap up here, there's a secret item, all right, that we took from the Lost Ark that's been on this table. We haven't been paying attention to it now, but we're going to call it out of the box. What we got to show people here?
This is our brand new book. It's called Zojicon.
Zojicon is through Vault Comics. It's brand new, coming out at the show, but it's essentially the story of one woman who finds herself on an alien landscape unstuck in time. It is a prog rock anthem to growing up and to grief and to what it means to kind of be your own kind of person.
A brand new publisher, brand new kind of book, brand new artist in Nathan Gooden, who I swear to God in like 2 years will have been poached by every large comic company in the city, and I'll never be able to work with him again. But for now, we're really taking our time, like getting to relish in Nathan's talent. So it's been a blast.
All right, one more secret gem coming out of Pandora's box, and that was.
Oh, yes. The other project I'm working on right now and I would like to promote is Niobe She Is Life, the graphic novel. So that can be found through Stranger Comics here at their booth.
Three Musketeers. They've been cooperating. We'll give them a pass. All right. Nobody's going to find them. No, you're not on the news tonight. That's fine. We're not going to worry about it. Folks, check it all out. It's coming to you soon from Dark Horse Comics, and plus these little gems we just talked about. It's all coming to a comic shop near you. And always remember, keep the faith and keep reading comics.